This is Margie K, and I'd like to say thank you to all of our KUNX show hosts, staff, listeners, and viewers for making us number one on Paranormal Talk Radio.
It's time for the UNX News. Extraterrestrials, time anomalies, dimensions, remote viewing, UFOs, UAPs, and USOs, ghostly encounters, abductions, Bigfoot, and more. Your end of the week news source for everything unexplained. Here is your host for the UNX News Podcast, Margie K.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Margie K, and this is UNX News. We're here every Friday at 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time. And this evening, my guest has not shown up yet, so I'm not sure why that is, but hopefully she will pop in. So what I'm going to do is just tell you about a few things coming up that I think you'd be really interested in. First of all, for tonight, my guest and I were going to talk about this event. It's Contact at Sea. The Truth is Out There. And this is a special cruise in September for the 6th to the 13th. And we will be discussing more about that. We also have XCon, of course, coming up. That's hosted by this network, October the 11th through the 13th, 2024, in Springfield, Missouri, at the very haunted Oasis Hotel. So if you are into paranormal, UFOs, Sasquatch, we've got a great lineup of speakers, and just go to unxnetwork.com and check that out and get registered. If you get registered before May 1st, that is absolute best ticket price that you can get. And then prices start going up after that. Okay, my guest this evening, she is here. So let me just get to it, and I will read her introduction here. Dr. Susan Shumsky, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. If not, I will find out in a minute, is dedicated to helping people take command of their lives in highly effective, powerful, positive ways. A best-selling author of 20 books in English and 40 in foreign editions, she has won 46 prestigious book awards. For 2 decades, she studied with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, founder of Transcendental Meditation and guru of the Beatles. She served on Maharishi's personal staff for 6 years. A pioneer in the human potential field, she has taught meditation, prayer, affirmation, and intuition to tens of thousands worldwide, and founded Divine Revelation, a technology for contacting the divine presence, hearing and testing the inner voice, and receiving clear divine guidance. Since the 1960s, she has produced dozens of holistic retreats and tours, and since 2011, over 20 themed conferences at sea. During her upcoming cruise ship seminar in September, she will sail to Alaska with some of the most respected UFO researchers on the planet. And for more information, you can check her websites out, and we will post those in just a minute. And then the Contact at Sea cruise is at contactatsea.com. Welcome to the program. And you are muted, so if you'll just click that unmute button there on the left. There we go. Hi, Susan.
Hi, I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, you too. I hope I didn't butcher your name up too badly.
No, you pronounced it exactly correctly.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. I'm going to turn the volume up just a little bit here. Gosh, you are a busy, busy lady. How do you do it all?
It's not easy, but I do it.
Yeah, I thought I was busy. I think you're busier than I am. Well, we've got lots to talk about today. We will get to the Contact at Sea cruise, but first, I'd like to understand some of your background. How did you get interested in consciousness? How did you study transcendental meditation? All of that. Let's just go there.
Okay. Well, I was a hippie in the 60s. I was living in the San Francisco Bay Area where it was all happening. And those of us who were flower children, we were seeking higher consciousness. I know people don't necessarily know that. It
Yeah.
wasn't all about just about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We
Mhm.
were really interested in nirvana. And our gurus at the time were Timothy Leary and Richard Alpert, who had written the book The Psychedelic Experience, and they told us to turn on, tune in, and drop out. So that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to reach nirvana. They told us we could get there through LSD. That didn't
Mhm.
work out too well for me.
Okay.
Tell you, it really didn't. But I still wanted to reach nirvana, and so I was reading the Buddhist scriptures. I was reading Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. I was reading The Way of Zen and other works by Alan Watts. And Alan Watts said that you have to find a meditation guide. Well, in 1966 in Berkeley, California, you didn't exactly go to the yellow pages and find meditation guide or anything
Okay.
remotely similar.
You probably could now.
You could now, for sure. That's how it's
Mhm.
changed. And so I asked a friend, well, how do I, find this meditation guide? He said, well, have you ever tried to meditate on your own? I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I lay down on my bed. That's how clueless I was, Margie. I didn't even know that you're supposed to sit up when you meditate. I lay in my bed and sort of asked for or prayed for a meditation. And immediately I was propelled into this ecstatic state. I could feel this cord or rush of energy rushing from the tips of my toes all the way to the top of my head. And I felt
Mhm.
like I was plugged into a cosmic electric socket, but in the most ecstatic way. And I figured, well, I guess this is meditation. I didn't know any better. So I
There's more than
wasn't too,
that.
a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It was not just meditation. I had my
Mhm.
first meditation and my Kundalini awakening all at the same time without any drugs or any stimulants or anything.
Mhm.
And then not too long after that, I found a friend took me to the Transcendental Meditation uh, place there in Berkeley, California, the TM Center.
Mhm.
And uh, wasn't too long after that, I went to India, studied with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and became a teacher of TM and spent 2 decades in his various ashrams, spent 6 years on Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's personal staff in Europe and other places around the world. And um, then I left that organization in 1989 and started writing books about another form of meditation that I liked better. And so I ended up writing all those books. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, that's quite amazing, and I've got a few pictures of your books that I grabbed off of your website. We didn't even discuss this ahead of time, folks, so I'm just gonna pop a few up here. Would you just give us a little short synopsis of what these are about?
Well, this book is filled with affirmations, prayers, um, and healings and mantras, just ways that you can instantly heal whatever difficulty you're having, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. This is my most favorite book.
Mhm.
I mean, it's people's most favorite book, shall we say. It has sold the most copies of any of my books.
Ah, well, with a name like that, how can you go wrong? Instant
It
healing.
is a good
Everybody
name.
wants that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and then this one really grabbed me because I just finished teaching a course on chakras.
Oh, this is my
So, I
chakras coloring book. This is a great book because not only does it just have pictures, it has explanations. It's like a great first introduction to the chakras and the chakra system. So I love this book, and it's beautifully illustrated. I did the illustrations for it, and I think it's really cool. I love it.
Looks good.
Oh, this
Okay,
is
I'm
a
gonna read
great
this.
book, The Inner Light: How India Influenced the Beatles. This is my 512-page tome. This book
Wow.
has it's told through the songs. This is how India influenced the Beatles songs. So each chapter is a song, and you're not going to find this information anywhere else. If you are a Beatles fan, if you're interested in spirituality, this is the book. It's so amazing. It tells you the hidden secrets and hidden stories about all the Beatles lyrics, the Beatles music, the Indian musicians, the Indian musical instruments that were used on their songs, and not only the Beatles, but also their solo careers after they left the Beatles. It is a fantastic book, and it's got 130 QR codes and 170 pictures, really rare photographs that you would not find anywhere else.
Okay. I'm definitely getting that one.
It's really
Wow.
cool. It's a great
That
book.
sounds amazing. I'm a musician, so I'm really attracted to that. Yeah, I
Oh.
would definitely. The Inner Light. Okay, wow. And then you are an artist as well. And I just grabbed a couple of things. Of course, this quality is not that great. Go to the website to see the nice, pretty pictures. What is this about?
Well, the thing is that I wrote a book called Ascension, and it has a lot of pictures in it of ascended masters, of divine beings of light. And the book Ascension is wonderful. It tells stories of ascended masters, immortal beings, and not just the usual suspects like Jesus and Babaji and Saint Germain and Mother Mary, but also places you would never think about that there would be ascended masters, like America and
Yes.
India and all over the world, the Buddhist and all different traditions of immortal beings. It's really fantastic. And not only does it tell you stories about ascended masters, it also tells you how you can yourself attain the state that I call ascension, how I define ascension, which is transforming the physical body into a light body and youthing rather than aging.
Okay. And then, of course, you also put together guided meditations.
Yes, I do have guided meditations. I've got a few of those. Divine Revelation guided meditation. I have a Chakra Yoga Nidras meditation CD, and I have the Healing Prayers CD also that has 13 healing prayers in it. And I also have a DVD of a class. Divine Revelation is the form of meditation that I teach in so many different ways.
Okay. Let's go back for a minute to discuss meditation, if you don't mind. When I teach remote viewing classes, the first thing I talk about is meditation. And I think that is so important for everybody to do every day just to get a handle on their life and keep control. What do you think about that?
I believe that meditation is the panacea of all ills. And I always have believed that ever since I first learned to meditate in 1967. And I believe that it is the most important thing that anyone can do for their well-being, for their health, for not only their own health, but the health of everyone around them, because our energy doesn't stop at the edge of our body, and it certainly doesn't stop at the edge of our energy field either. It goes out and it hits everything and everyone in the entire universe. We are affecting everything around us in the entire universe. So we want to have a beneficial effect on everything. And our very existence, we want our very existence to have that atmosphere of love, light, peace, and we want to project that. So that's the most important thing we can do in life, is to project an atmosphere of calm, of peacefulness, of happiness, of joy, and just spread that everywhere. It just automatically goes out from us, whether we like it or not. Whether it's negative or positive, we're going to be influencing everything and everyone around us.
Yes, indeed. And what do you say about the world right now that seems in total chaos? But, that's been the nature of humanity forever, it seems. But what do you tell people who would like to involved in the chaos and stay focused?
Okay, I'll give you an affirmation right now that you can do in order to stay centered. This is the most powerful affirmation. Is in in almost every one of my books, and I highly recommend that people use this every day, and it can change your life. And it goes like this: I am in control. I am one with God. I am the only authority in my life. I am divinely protected by the light of my being. I close off my aura and body of light to the lower astral levels of mind, and I open to the spiritual world. Thank you, God, and so it is.
That's a wonderful affirmation. That it's so powerful, and I like how you say it. Um, and you're just very definite about what you want and taking control of yourself. I think that is probably the most important message to give to people.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you're going to use affirmation, it's real important that you say it with conviction and you focus on it and you just know that it's true.
Okay. What are your favorite topics that you teach?
Well, I think meditation is the most important, and learning how to listen to the inner voice. So I wrote a book called Divine Revelation, and I wrote another one, more simplified version of it, called Awaken Your Divine Intuition. And those are the two books that are the crux of what I teach, which is how to connect with spirit with a capital S, how to listen to that divine voice, how to receive divine guidance clearly, how to distinguish and discern between the true voice of spirit and other voices in your mind, how to test whether the message is the real thing, and how to use that in your everyday life to solve everyday problems, to receive answers to your everyday questions, to help you to follow the true path and true mission that you came on earth to do, to be a benefit to yourself and to everyone around you. So, at one point in my life, it was probably in the 1988, I'd say, around that time, I learned how to listen to that inner voice. I learned how to receive divine guidance. So I made the choice that when I was noticing the effects of listening to the inner voice and receiving inner guidance and following the guidance, I decided that if I could have miracles happen to me that seemed to be happening at the time, when I would listen to that inner voice, I decided that maybe I could have miracles happen all the time. Maybe it wasn't just a one-time or two-time thing, that maybe I could live like that. So I made a choice to do my best to ask for guidance, to receive guidance, and to follow the guidance that I receive. And ever since then, my life has been filled with miracles. It's not that I don't have challenges, because I have a lot of challenges in my life. But when I follow and trust the inner voice and follow the guidance, there's always a solution. And my life, I feel like I live a charmed life. I feel like my life is filled with miracles.
Wonderful. Wonderful. How did you get into producing conferences on cruise ships and then also just trips on land. How did you get involved in that?
Well, I have been teaching spiritual retreats. Well, actually, the very beginning, I was setting up things for Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. I was working on his staff. So,
Uh-huh.
for example, he would have me be the manager of a big hotel. I was quite young, but there I was running the hotel in Interlaken, Switzerland, and giant, incredibly amazing hotel there,
Wow.
um, called the Victoria Jungfrau. If you look that up, you wouldn't believe the size of that hotel and how it's like this incredible. Didn't go and be the manager, so
Okay.
things like that.
Wow.
He trained me to do lots of things like that. Actually, it was quite amazing how much I learned being around him. But so I was doing that for a long time because I was involved with the organization Transcendental Meditation.
Mhm.
So we would put on retreats, and I was in charge of different aspects of that, and was trained, and also I did finance and things like that. So after I left the organization, I started doing my own retreats. And I did that in Mount Shasta and in Sedona and in Santa Cruz Mountains and Sonora Desert, various places that had a spiritual vibration
Mhm.
inherent in them, or they were a spiritual vortex. So I loved doing that, and I did retreats every year in these various places. Then I started doing tours. The first tour I did actually was a tour to India, to the Kumbh Mela, which is this giant thing that happens every 12 years in Allahabad, where 100 million people attend over a 6-week period.
Oh my.
And I'm going to go to Kumbh Mela again in January of 2025. I'm actually going to take a tour group there. I'm going to go to the Kumbh Mela and also go to the ashram where the Beatles were with Maharishi, where I was also with Maharishi. I stayed there with him for 6 months in 1970, and the Beatles were there in 1968 with Maharishi. So we're going to go
Mhm.
there also on our tour to India in January. And so I did that, and then I was doing tours to Peru, to Machu Picchu, and tours to Bali, tours to Italy, tours to Egypt. So I did various tours to these sacred destinations for a while. I also did one for
Okay.
the pyramids of Mesoamerica. That was amazing. So I did that. And meanwhile, I was going on cruises with my sister
Uh-huh.
because we just wanted to have fun and go on cruises. So I thought, well, how about if I do conferences on cruise ships? So I just got
Mm.
that idea to do that. And in 2011, I did my first one. And in 2012, I did one for December 21st, 2012, the
Oh,
end of the
yeah.
Maya calendar. We did a cruise ship ceremony at the time of the exact time of the solstice.
Oh,
We did a
wow.
ceremony on the cruise ship, and we went to the Maya lands. We went to the places.
Mhm.
And so, you know, that's how I got into doing cruises. So we're going to be on this cruise with Margie. It's going to be amazing. In December, we're going to Alaska. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, we are, and we will get into that after the break. In just a couple of minutes, we'll take a break, and we'll come back and talk about that cruise in depth. But I want to know, uh, do you have assistants? Do you do the whole thing yourself? How does the planning process work?
Well, yeah, I do almost all of it myself, but I have a partner who books people on the cruise ship. She's a travel advisor. She's a travel agent,
Mhm.
and she helps me. And I also have people who help me on the ship because I need some staff on the ship. But as far as planning, as far as deciding everything, I do that myself.
That's what I thought.
It's a big to
Yes,
do a lot to do
yes,
a
it is.
lot of cruises is a big job. Right now, I'm
Right.
uh, my next cruise is going to Iceland, and that
Oh.
one is in June. We're going to Iceland and Scotland, and
Do you
that's with
and do you still have some availability with
I
that one?
do, I
Mm,
do. And that one is midnightsuncruise.com. Midnightsuncruise.com.
Okay.
And that is with Molly McCord. She's going to be the teacher on that. And she's going to teach astrology on the ship.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
going to be
That's
really
cool.
fantastic. I have some fantastic shore excursions planned. The volcanoes recently happened in Iceland. We're going to go and see some of that lava, and also to the Blue Lagoon and some other great places in Iceland and Scotland. Oh my gosh. In Scotland, we're going to go to Loch Ness and see the Loch Ness Monster, maybe.
Oh boy. Wish I could go.
We're going to go to the Cairns, and we're going to go to Skara Brae and these other places in at the bones of Stennis, these great places in Orkney. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Okay, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back right after these messages. Hey, UFO conference enthusiasts. We've got another great event for you in 2024. The Saucers and Aliens Kansas UFO Day in Dimension G is being held in the UFO capital of Kansas, Geneseo, on July 6th. This is a fun festival in the middle of nowhere. There will be a parade, decorated yards, costumes, vendors, speakers, and a showing of the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still. Appropriately, an 8-foot-tall statue of Gort and a statue of Klaatu will be dedicated. This will be the only museum in the U.S. with these custom-made statues. If you'd like to donate to the statue project or attend the event, visit GeneseoMuseum.com. That's GENESEO Museum.com. Be sure to bring your camera when you attend the event. That's GeneseoMuseum.com.
The Onyx Network presents a health and wellness spiritually based brand of hemp-derived CBD products made by Hopewell Farm in Harrogate, Tennessee. We apply our Kathara energy work with all of our plants and products. Our products made in small batches with only 2 ingredients of pure hemp, full-spectrum crude oil, and coconut-derived MCT oil. Third-party lab tested for potency and legal THC levels with 6 strengths of 1 ounce oil to choose from. Know what you're buying and get what you pay for from Hopewell Farm. Applied directly to a specific area, Hopewell Farm topical salve in 1 ounce and ½ ounce sizes made with pure hemp crude oil, comfrey extract, and all natural ingredients. Find the Hopewell Farm link and coupon code on the Onyx Network website at onyxnetwork.com. That's onyxnetwork.com.
And we're back. This is Margie K with Onyx News, and my guest tonight is Susan Shumsky, and we're talking about all of the great stuff that she does. She writes books, she does meditation CDs, she's an artist, and she's an exemplary meditation expert and all things metaphysical. And we're talking about some of the cruises and excursions that she does. And Susan, let's get to the Contact at the Sea cruise now. What is that all about?
I'm so excited about this cruise.
Me too.
It's going to be amazing. We have such fascinating speakers, and the topics. They've been sending me their topics recently, and I am so excited. I can't wait to listen to what they have to say. The speakers we have are amazing. We don't. This is hush hush. It's not on the website yet. We're going to have Steve Bassett there.
Oh,
He's going to
awesome.
be on this cruise.
I know Steve,
And
yes.
yeah, and I'm sure Margie could tell you better about what Steve does. He is a political activist.
Mm-hmm.
He's the main disclosure guy. Tell them a little bit about Steve. Margie?
Oh, well, sure. Steve is definitely a political activist. He has been in the field for many years. He has been up front in the media in Washington, D.C., trying to get disclosure happening, basically disclosure. And he's also a co-founder of the Hollywood Disclosure Alliance, co-founder with Dan Harari. And he is just an amazing guy. He has diligently been a UFO activist for many years. He's been on tons and tons of programs. He's been on my show several times. And, and with this new project, getting people in Hollywood involved, I think that is going to get more attention with the celebrities being involved in it. So, yeah, we're totally supporting that project. And in fact, I've got some information in the Onyx magazine that's coming up. We've had some in the past, but we've got a new article coming up in the latest issue. So, who else is going to be speaking on the cruise?
Yeah, we have Seth Shostak. I was so excited when I got him to come. And if you don't know who he is, he's the primary astronomer at SETI. So we have him coming. We have Jimmy Church, who is going to be the moderator. And he is a fantastic talk show host on Fade to Black, his radio show. So I'm sure probably many of you have heard of Jimmy Church. Scott Walter, who, let's see, he's a forensic geologist, and he is the host of History Channel's hit show America Unearthed. And also he's a Templar and Freemason expert. And so he is fascinating. He's an amazing speaker. I have to tell you, I was riveted when I watched him give his presentations.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was a speaker. He was our keynote speaker for XCon last year.
Oh.
And he was just amazing. Everybody was riveted, and he went overtime and nobody minded a bit. So he is amazing. Even more amazing than he was on TV.
That's true. And Mas Sajati, who is an extraordinary healer. I did a cruise for him to Tahiti. We were in Tahiti with him in January. And he gave a talk on ETs and UFOs. And it was so amazing what he was talking about that I decided he must come on my Contact at Sea cruise. So I persuaded him to come. We also have Grant Cameron, who's very famous. Yeah. He's a recipient of the Leeds Conference International Researcher of the Year and UFO Congress Researcher of the Year. And he's been researching since 1975, and he's written 25 books on contact, inspiration, and the paranormal. And
he's amazing.
Yeah, he's going to be talking about making contact through contact modalities.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Daryl Sams. He's the alien hunter, and he is just a great, great speaker. He is going to be doing a workshop on alien implants removed from 1960 till now. And he's going to do another workshop on aliens, ghosts, angels, demons, and cryptids, alien hunter, true accounts of each. And he's also going to talk about how to find evidence on, near, or in you and after alien contact. So he's really fascinating. And
sounds like it.
He has been made groundbreaking discoveries of alien implants and alien fluorescence. And he has orchestrated 27 surgical interventions regarding alien implant removal. Mm-hmm. So he's a force to be reckoned with. We also have Rion de Rouen, and he will be talking about advanced multidimensional awareness training.
Wow.
We have Rick Doty, who is well known, and he's going to be talking about the United States Air Force cover-up of UFOs and alien contacts. And he says that he was assigned to Area 51 as a counterintelligence officer, and that he was briefed into several highly classified operations involving UFOs and reverse engineering at Area 51. So he's a very interesting speaker as well. Vivian Chauvet, who has been on one of my cruises before, she is a lovely, lovely woman who is an Arcturian ambassador, intergalactic teacher, international speaker, and the creator of Arcturian Healing Arts program and energy matrix healing. She's going to be speaking about Arcturian protocol of contact, and she's going to be doing some private work, Arcturian energy matrix activation. She might bring her pyramid onto she has a big pyramid that might come onto the cruise ship. I don't know. She did it on the last one. Geraldine Orozco is an experiencer. She'll be on the cruise. We have Margie, of course, Margie K. We have Frank Joseph Hoff. And by the way, Margie, do you want to say what you're going to be speaking about on the cruise?
What did I say I was going to speak about?
You said that you're going to speak about the fast movers, how to capture high-speed UFOs on camera, and also winged aliens.
Okay. Yeah. The fast movers. I co-wrote a book with Bill Spicer and Wayne Lawrence, and we have a second book coming out before the cruise. And it is about super high speed UFOs and how each of us discovered them on our own in different ways. I have been seeing them since I was a child because I just see things interdimensionally. And also I've discovered I can slow time down so I can watch the craft. So I see craft in the skies. They're around us all the time, basically. And then the other two gentlemen discovered them in different ways and discovered how to capture them on video. And then, so we're going to be talking about what types of cameras to use, how to set your cameras to catch fast movers. And we do what we call a quantum UFO observation technique, which is something similar to CE5, where you have telepathic contact and then the craft come in close to you so you can take their picture. And hopefully I'll be able to do that, find some time on the cruise to do that outside on deck. And then the winged aliens, I'll be discussing my book about that. And it's all types of winged cryptids, Mothman, pterodactyls, fairies, even just all types of winged creatures that are not explainable, and my theory as to what they are. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. We also have Frank Joseph Hoff, and he's going to be talking to us about Atlantis, the last continent finally found. So
Yes.
he's going to be disclosing where Atlantis really is. And I'm not going to tell you that. You have to come on the cruise to find out.
Yes, he's amazing. I actually recommended that he contact you because he's an amazing speaker.
Yeah. We also have Terry Tabando. And by the way, he was also talking about doing CE5. So you and he should get together on that. That'll be awesome. And Terry Tabando has written many books. And he has been studying this subject for decades. So I'm really excited about what he has to say. We have Chris Rael, who is an experiencer and who I was very impressed when I watched one of his YouTube videos with what he had to say about other dimensions and about really what this universe is and how we fit into the universe. So I'm thrilled that he's coming on the cruise. We also have Dr. Barbara Stone, and one of her books is called Star Civilizations 101. And she's going to be doing a workshop about all the different types of other dimensional beings that exist. She says in a universe of 2 trillion galaxies, the likelihood that not even one other planet anywhere could develop intelligent life is preposterous. And she talks about all these different kinds of star civilizations. Introduction to the major groups of beings from other planets and star systems who are impacting life on Earth, both the detrimental ones and the beneficial ones that are helping us. So I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
That sounds fascinating.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then I will be doing a workshop on contact with extra dimensional beings. It'll be a meditative workshop where you'll be able to receive divine guidance from really ascended masters and beings of light. And so that's going to be cool. I hope you'll enjoy it. And we have Misha Johnston, who will bring her night vision goggles, and she'll be out on the deck looking at UFOs on the deck. And she's also doing a presentation on You Can Handle the Truth. And she's a lifelong ET experiencer, MyLab and MK Ultra survivor. And she is also a hypnotherapist. She specializes in trauma recovery, ADHD hypnosis, ET regressions, past life regression. So, and she facilitates 12 weekly support groups for ET experiencers. So she's going to be with us. And Sheila Nees is going to do a fantastic presentation called Rare Information About Val Thor from Venus. She's going to be disclosing information about Val Thor that is not, it has not been disclosed elsewhere.
Okay.
So
well, I will be definitely be interested in that since I've been in contact with him since 1985.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have Melanie Aguirre, and she is an experiencer. She's a starseed, an author, trans-channel, and she discovered her starseed mission when it was revealed to her through QHHT, Dolores Cannon's method of hypnosis. And her workshop is going to be the Army of Light, Powerful Multidimensional Activations and Galactic Grids. And she's also going to do Awakening the Starseed, Navigating the Journey of Self-Healing Purpose and Light Work. And then last but not least is Haley Ramsey, who is multifaceted explorer, writer, and researcher, whose passion lies in unraveling the mysteries of ancient civilizations and esoteric traditions. She'll be talking about the goddess in the lodge, unveiling the secret feminine in Freemasonry. And then Frank Hoff, who will be talking about Atlantis. Yes, we already talked about him. So these are the presenters, and Steve Bassett isn't even on the website yet, but sneak preview, yes, he will be there.
How many speakers will you have total?
Probably around 20, I imagine.
Wow. I imagine this is going to be a very busy cruise for everybody attending.
For sure.
Not
and
just
we have
you.
shore excursions.
Oh, wow.
Okay, our shore excursions. When I do conferences at sea, I do special shore excursions that are not offered by the cruise line. Our own private excursions. Okay, I'm so excited about this one in Sitka. It's going to be called Discover Sitka's Indigenous Culture, Totems, Raptors, and Dance. So we're going to go to the totem park, and an indigenous guide will explain to us the stories about the totems and also edible and medicinal plants of the rainforest and salmon cycles and rainforest ecology. And then we're going to go to the clan house, and they're going to do their Na'akahidi dance performance in all their costumes and regalia. I'm so excited. Wow. We're going to do that. And then also we're going to the Raptor Center, which is an educational facility dedicated to providing medical treatment for injured bald eagles and releasing them into the wild. So this is founded by the Sitka tribe of Alaska, and
Oh,
it is they're all native uh, Tlingit elders, elders who are going to be um, doing this. So wow,
oh wow.
I'm so
I
excited.
have been there, and it is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
The lodge and everything. Of course, they didn't do any dances or any ceremonies when I went, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh wow, cool. So in Skagway, we're going to go on an adventure on the train. We're going to go on the train ride up
Mhm.
to Canada, and we're going to follow the scenic trail of the Klondike Gold Rush. And then when we get up there, we're going to spend some time at um, the Husky Puppy Camp and the Yukon Wildlife Museum, which has a lot of taxidermy of the local animals, and a woolly mammoth is there as well. So
Oh
that'll be
wow.
cool. And we're going to have lunch there. And then we're going to return on a bus. We'll have our private bus taking us back. So the scenery will be one kind of scenery going up, another kind of scenery going down. That's going to be amazing.
It
But
sounds like it.
even more amazing is our Mendenhall Glacier and Whale Watch in Juneau, where we're going to have guaranteed whales
Whoa,
on
really?
Whale Watch. Yeah.
That's they must be pretty positive if they're guaranteeing it.
They do, because they have their whales. They already have named some of the whales that we're going to be seeing.
Okay.
Sacha and Flame and many others. The stars of Auk Bay in the summer feeding grounds. They know where the feeding grounds are. That's the thing,
Okay.
So we get to see the whales. And we will be seeing humpback whales, sea lions, bald eagles, and other wildlife. And if we're lucky, we might even see some whale tails. I was there last year, and I swear this is not an exaggeration. We went on the trip, the whale watch, and we saw about 100 breaches, and we
Whoa.
saw 5 whale tails also. So that was really thrilling. And then in Victoria, we're going to go on a ghost tour. We're going to do
Oh.
ghost tour and miniature world. Apparently, Victoria is a very haunted town. So we're going to have a little paranormal experience in Victoria. And we're also going to visit Miniature World, which is a museum of miniatures. It's called The Greatest Little Show on Earth. It has 85 exciting miniature dioramas and displays, and it is in the Empress Hotel, which is also a destination in itself. So I'm really
Wow.
excited about these shore excursions. We're
Oh
not
well,
only
I
going
am
to be on the
too.
ship, we're going to be on these shore excursions. We're going on the Ovation of the Seas, which is a huge, amazing ship. You can actually do skydiving on the ship. They put you into this tube and they have the air holding you up, and you're skydiving in this
Yeah.
tube. You can do that. You can go on surf simulator and go surfing. There's an entire sports complex within that cruise ship. They probably have, I don't know how many restaurants, 12, 20, I don't know. They have tons of restaurants on the ship, but each night
Uh-huh.
we will have our own dining area
Mm.
where we can hang out with all these famous speakers and have dinner with them. And we'll have our tables. We can sit anywhere within our own tables and just make new friends, just have camaraderie with like-minded individuals. It's going to be so awesome. So the best part of the cruise is meeting people and being able to hang out with the speakers.
Mhm. Mhm. And I'll just show the banner, the latest banner. Of course,
Actually, that
doesn't
isn't
have
the latest banner. We have another latest banner.
we did it. Yeah, you need to send me the new one because
Yeah,
those 2 slots are filled up now
they're filled.
with
In fact,
Stephen
they're
Bassett and
overfilled.
oh yeah, okay, overfilled. Yeah, there obviously a lot of great speakers, and I don't think there's anything better than a cruise. In all the vacations that I've taken, in a lot of different places. I've taken 7 cruises, and that's by far my most favorite way to vacation, because you can just relax, do whatever you want, and eat whenever you want. And the food is always fantastic.
Yeah.
The entertainment is always fantastic.
Yes.
But of course, on this cruise, we're all going to be very busy attending the speaker talks. How long will each speaker be speaking for their presentations?
The presentations are generally 90-minute slots. And then we have 15-minute intermission between the slots. And I just want to mention also that we're going on Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean is known. I personally believe the Royal Caribbean has, in fact, I don't just believe it, I know it because I've been on so many cruise ships. I know that they have the best entertainment at sea. They have amazing shows on Royal Caribbean. So be sure to catch some of those.
The attendees will be able to attend.
Sure. Absolutely. It's all free.
And
And
great.
There's comedy club. There's this amazing, what they call 360. It's a new thing just on this ship where they have screens going up and down and all kinds of things are happening. It's very entertaining. And wow, it's so great to be just on the sea. It's so relaxing. You don't have to unpack. When you're on a tour, it's so uncomfortable. You're always packing, unpacking, dragging yourself to the next place. This is just ease and comfort. And you only have to pack and unpack once, and that's it. And then you're on this ship, and it's so luxurious, and you're being pampered, and it's just awesome. It's so much fun.
It certainly is. It certainly is. And the destination, Alaska, that is by far my most favorite place.
It's gorgeous.
I didn't think it would be.
So
I really didn't before I took my first cruise. I took to Alaska. It was Norwegian. And wow, we were just in awe. The icebergs, the scenery, the people, the history of the place. It's just wonderful.
And we're going in September. See the blue glass, the blue glass. I call it glass. The blue ice.
Oh, yes, the blue ice.
And isn't blue until September because that's when the snow has melted off. So you get to see the blue ice.
Yeah, and something else too, the Northern Lights.
Oh, I don't know that they'll be visible that early.
Oh yeah, September is a big month for the Northern Lights. I looked it up.
Wow,
that's when I went last time. Was September.
Okay.
And it's one of the best months.
I think it only shows in the northern areas of Alaska, though. I'm not sure. I might be wrong.
Well, no, I was on that area same time.
Saw?
So hopefully, let's put the message out between the two of us. We could probably get it done.
Let's make it happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, when you register, when you go to contactatsea.com, when you register, be sure you see Margie's name there, Margie K, and say you heard about the cruise from Margie K.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. Please do that. Please do that so Susan knows where the idea came from. Okay. So we've got the drsusan.org and divinetravels.com for websites. And then in order to join the cruise, where is it?
Contact@sea.
Yeah, I had it and it's gone now, but it's contact@sea.
That's CONTACT.
There it is.
ATSEA.com. There it is.
Okay. There's
contact@sea.com.
Yeah. I encourage you, go check it out, take a look, see what you think. I think this is going to be fantastic. We've got a little bit of time, but it's important to get scheduled early, like right now.
Oh, we don't have much time. This is the time. The ship is already filling up fast, I found out. So do it now.
Yeah. Cruises fill up fast. So we don't want just those regular people. We want us. We want our people on there, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So So let's work to get that done. Thank you so much for spending time this evening, Susan. You are a fascinating lady. You've got so much going on, and go check her websites out and buy some books. Are they also available on Amazon or?
All my books are available on Amazon.
Okay.
Or you can Google me. You'll see a million things coming up. If you
All
Google
right.
me. But,
Yeah.
go to Amazon. That's the best place to buy books because they're inexpensive compared to anywhere else. But you can get my
Mhm.
books at Target.com, at BarnesandNoble.com, at Amazon.com, just about any.com that sells books, sells my books.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And we will definitely be in touch.
For sure.
Okay. Bye-bye. Well, this is Margie Kay with the Next News, and we are finished with another edition of the show. And please join me again next week.